After what you did on Kalon and Fallen, after all your little interferences, you dare sully my fort with your filthy presence? Karja, Adol, how much further must you torment me before you'll be satisfied?
You started all of this when you raided Karnak. Who in hell is this vessel you're after? And why are you trying to find him?
You mind your tongue, girl. The vessel is the one who will become our liege.
Your liege?
We Griegr of the Trident were born into this world from our human liege. And it is they whom we admire and respect above all else, who we long to serve with every fiber of our beings. Putrid whelps like you would do best not to speak of matters you know nothing about.
You were born from them?
Griegr born from a human? How can that be? And if it's true, then why do you look down on us humans?
How dare you even presume yourselves an equal to our liege? No matter the era, you humans never change. You constantly discriminate, categorize, and restrict one another with all your little labels and rules and lines in the sand. In this way, you mask your fears and anxieties, shackling yourselves for the illusion of comfort and safety. Why, oh why, do you so desperately long to cast all your freedoms aside?
Nennt man Zusammenleben? Wenn jeder nur machen kann, was will, Alter, ist doch alles für den Arsch. That's not true at all.
Oh? Think back to the people of Karnak. They, like all humans, spent their days under another's thumb. And to what end? That is precisely why I make them into my puppets. To liberate them from that wretched existence. Karja, Adol, come join their ranks and experience true freedom. Allow me to liberate you. You go through it.
Too easy.
How shall I have you squeal for me next?
You gotta figure out a way to pin her down, Adol.
Out of my sight.
How's this?
You will come to regret this. An exclusive show just for you.
It broke through!
Boah, scheiße.
Away with you.
There! All good
Nein!
to go.
Diese Scheiße, dass das immer leicht verzögert ist.
You quit. A little present from me. Vexing little pests, flittering about.
Warte mal, jetzt bleibt.
Ground fast. Hope you're ready for some just desserts, yours.
Think you can dodge this?
Coming through! Coming to him! Form up!
You won't quit.
Sorry.
Ach komm, Alter, ich hab doch das eine gedrückt.
Tough it out.
I was almost following.
Nice try.
You quit.
Pathetic.
Impossible. You cretins! How could this be? Other warned me that young humans could improve at a rapid pace, but...
Wings? Where did those come from?
You're seriously going to run away?
Shut your mouth! First you scar my face, and now you have the gall to pile even more indignity upon me! But even if you manage to get through here, you'll never make it all the way to the Marine Triangle. The Balta Sea Force will come to know true despair in the waters ahead. I promise you this.
Blood and thunder. He let her get away.
But it's still a victory for us.
Aye. We'll put an end to her for real the next time we see her.
Adol and the others then searched for the remaining Ulmer villagers inside the fort. In the process, several more puppet Griegr were found, purified, and rescued. Eventually, the safety of all the previously kidnapped residents was confirmed.
Thank you so much for everything! You brought my dad back safe and sound!
I'm really sorry you had to go through that, son. I put you in danger all because I wasn't willing to listen to Grandpa and Rogel.
That's enough of that. You probably would have been more willing to listen to us if we'd been better about listening to you. Let's talk things over. Not just about fishing, but about how we'll all move forward from here.
I'd like that, Rogel.
Adol, Karja, we truly can't thank you enough. I shudder to think what might have become of us if you hadn't shown up.
It was all thanks to your plan.
Well, technically, our plan didn't really work in the end. The only reason things ended up coming together was because of your quick thinking and unwillingness to give up.
Hey, if you ask me, you guys were really impressive holding back the white whale and nothing but a few fishing boats.
It was magnificent! You overcame all the odds like true men of the sea.
You folks sure know how to bring a smile to an old man's face.
It just occurred to me, but... are you the rest of the Sandras's crew? Never in all my years would I have expected you to be a gaggle of teenage tenderfoots.
I see. What happened to Karnak? It must have been very hard for you, losing your home. And yet, despite that...
More like because of it, actually. We can't let any more people suffer the way we did.
Gren. Yeah, you're right.
Well, at the very least, you'll always be welcome here in Ilmer. It can't replace the hometown you grew up in. But we got all the fresh fish you can eat.
That sounds wonderful! Oh, thank you so much.
Mayor Clement, your town sure has some brave, commendable kids in it. Sometimes it can be hard for us old-timers to remember what it was like to be their age. But when I see them working so hard, it makes me feel like we still have a lot left to give.
I appreciate the kind words, Chief. Having said that, Gren, there's no need for you and the others to be on the Sandras any longer.
What?
Mr. Carpent has informed me of the course of events so far. By the sound of it, you've made great efforts to overcome every hardship within your means. And I thank you for saving me and everyone else you've come across. However, there's no need for you to continue putting yourselves in harm's way. Leave the rest to Adol and the Balta Sea Force.
Hold on a damn minute! We did all this, got this far all on our own. We've learned so much from working with Adol and Karja. And now you want us to just...
Yes, you've learned a lot. I'm not denying that. So why not back off while you're still alive and put that experience to good use? Do you really think you're capable of doing anything against those inscrutable monsters? Yes, things might have worked out for you so far, but are you confident you can continue to face them despite not being able to use mana?
Confident? You want me to be confident? Well, I'm not, okay? What do you mean by confident anyway? Being so prepared that there's not a single chance the slightest thing might go wrong? If that's what I need to wait for, then I'd be sitting around preparing till the day I die! This situation is sink or swim. Why are we even having this conversation?
Excuse me, Mayor Clement.
Mirabelle?
Do you remember back when the town was burning down around you? You came and tried to save us. I think Gren is just feeling the same way you did at that moment.
From what I hear, he pleaded with the Balta Sea Force all by himself to join in and help rescue his fellow townsfolk. It's understandable for a father to worry after his son. But do you truly find any fault in his feelings? Or the actions he's taken?
Every parent has a responsibility to ensure the safety and happiness of their children. As a father yourself, Chief, I'm sure you can understand that. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, my. He went right for the throat there.
The mayor's still the same as ever, even in spite of everything that's happened.
Damn it.
Let's say Gren.
Huh? Oh, you betcha. Let's get everything prepped and cast off.
Speaking of father-son troubles, we've got another problem we still need to deal with. Wonder what he's planning to do now.
Major Clementus joins the crew of the Sun Brothers. Warte, was ist der jetzt mit dabei? Ich dachte, der ist dagegen. Recapture Skill Mayor's Duty. Ich mag den Typen gar nicht. Clement Karnak Restoration. Contribute. Supplies over to Clement will increase your contribution value. Good things may come to this will raise it high enough. Wo ist denn die Kleine? Da! So, thank goodness, thank goodness. You've been so scared, I was starting to think you can never come home. Sorry to put you through that lot. Your big brother just fine now, promise. Really owe the both of you. I don't know how I could ever thank you enough. And I guess the same goes for all the old folks in town too. Honest, I always used to think they were a bunch of cantankerous old nags. Pay more attention to the livestock, they'd say. Muck out the barn more often. Felt like it never ended. Just might have to start listening to the advice a little more carefully from now on, though. Ist die auch verwandelt worden, die Kleine? Thomas. Well, for starters, you'd be taking the day off and get some rest. Yeah, I'll do that, thanks, Raggle. When you come down to it, talking about protection of the village is a lot easier than following through it with it. Starting to understand why my dad is always so cautious about stuff like this. Kid learns on a hard lesson and he thinks he's seen it all. Okay.
Adol, Karja. Rafe said he'd like to speak with you. Do you have a moment to hear him out?
I take it you've calmed down a bit?
Yeah. I'm sorry I jeopardized our operation on Raufos like that.
Have you worked everything out?
No. This isn't something that can be fixed so easily. I still haven't forgiven him either. But I still have my mom to think about. So I'd like to stay on the Sandras for now, if you'll let me.
I'm sure I'm not the best person to ask this, but why were you willing to go so far?
That man. My dad, Dawson, used to be the commander of the militia. and the best swordsman in all of Karnak. Me and my little brother Mark couldn't have been more proud to have him as our father.
Now that you mention it, I remember hearing the previous commander was a force to be reckoned with. And you say you've got a little brother?
One I was very close to. We spent all our time together. Both of us dreamed of becoming militia members like our father when we grew up. But then one day, the militia tried to crack down on a group of pirates who'd been making trouble in town. His sword arm was wounded during the battle. After that day, he wasn't able to swing a weapon anymore. As a result, he had to leave the militia. Wasn't long before he developed an alcohol addiction. It'd make him violent at times, but we truly believed he'd snap out of it one day. Go back to the man we used to know. Mark and I both held on tight to that hope. It was the only thing that kept us going sometimes. But then one day, he tried to make me buy him booze with the money Mom had worked so hard to save up. And for the first time, I stood up to him, with predictable results. Mark probably couldn't stand seeing him hit me over and over like that. So he offered to go buy the drink in my place. But as Mark ran to the store, a passing Roman army carriage sped by, trampling him to death beneath it. Ever since that day, I've had these dark, murky urges churning around in my chest.
It's hard to blame you after all. Wissen die anderen davon?
My dad was pretty famous in town, so I'm sure everyone knows.
Rafe, I want your skills on our crew, so you're still welcome on the ship. But, speaking as the captain, if you cause any issues while aboard, you'll get zero leniency from me. If you can accept those terms, then you've got my permission to come aboard.
Momina is currently looking after Dawson. As long as she's there, I believe Rafe will be able to restrain himself.
Right. Sorry to have caused you so much worry, Dr. Flair.
There will always be cases where parents and children just can't see eye to eye. But no matter their relationship, there's still a bond between them that can never be broken.
I suppose so.
At any rate, I understand your situation now. Board the ship as soon as you're ready.
Aye, aye, ma'am. Adol. Karja. Thanks.
Dawson has boarded the Sunrise. Sei mir ehrlich. Nee, stimme ich ihm nicht zu. Es gibt irgendwo eine Grenze, wo es einfach vorbei ist. Ich meine, klar, die Spiele erzählen uns, es wollen natürlich da ein bisschen so, es gibt immer so eine Möglichkeit, wieder zusammenzukommen und sich zu einigen oder sowas. Nicht immer, nicht immer. Nicht, dass ich das kenne, also, ne, wobei,
At long last,
eigentlich
we
schon.
can finally get to the next region.
Everyone, off the starboard beam! Look, look!
Seems like he came to see us off.
All right, Adol. Set a course due south. We make for Specular Bay.
Guess those kids didn't need any help from us after all.
The princess has grown a great deal since she began working together with Adol. But I can't help wondering just why the Jarl... No, it's not my place to question. All shall proceed according to the will of Har.
Das Lustige ist, wenn man jahrelang nicht mehr drüber nachdenkt, ob man sowas in der Familie auch hatte, Alter, vergisst man es schnell. Ich hätte jetzt echt fast gesagt, Alter, ich habe ja doch nie was mit so Problemen gehabt, aber eigentlich schon. Bloß bei mir geht es hauptsächlich um meinen alten. Rufus Island has marked surrounding terrain and exploration ports.
Hugel, you're back!
New message. Letter content warte mal, was? Das war... Ich hab doch gar nichts gemacht. Egal. British beast enter. Strange demand. Letter contains nothing but animal footprints. A plea for something. Maybe certain someone is hungry? Echt, Alter, haben wir einen Brief von dem verdammten Pinguin gekriegt? Balta Island? War das, wo wir gekriegt haben? Wir sollten wahrscheinlich erst das Farine vormachen.
Look at us go! Smooth and steady sailing.
Hey, it's our lucky day.
So, machen wir mal so. Komm mal.
Hey, take the helm for me.
Doch, Common Room Table, doch, ja. Ich dachte eigentlich immer, ich lese es falsch.
Here to ask about the ship?
Alles hoch. Krass.
Whew, all done. I hope I did a good job.
Speed ist immer gut. Oh. Wir brauchen Black Silver Sand. Schweinerei. Was wollte ich? So. Ah, jetzt. So, nein, ich wollte eigentlich... Nein.
Let's set sail. Full speed ahead.
Ja, Go Difficulty 2 nur. Seawaves 2, Land Areas 3. Okay, attempt, go.
Oh yeah! Time to take it back! Oh, we're really going through with this? How do you like this?
Let's show them what we're made of.
Yeah, we're on a roll now.
Turn them to flotsam.
Ocean waves.
You want this?
Oh dear, are we surrounded?
Nee.
You fancy this?
Heck yeah! Rip them apart! We're on a roll now!
Direct hit!
She wants this!
Great celestial master! Blast them!
She wants this! No prisoners!
The ship can only take so much.
Blast them!
They brought momentum, everyone.
So, next wave.
Never in doubt.
Booze! Give me booze!
Warte, der Typ ist... Ah ja, stimmt, die kümmern sich ja um ihn.
I'll protect us!
Now!
Fire! Hit landed!
Whoa! Good grief! No way around it! Time for a blowout sail! Eat this!
Turn them to flotsam!
Mercy me!
Now, just leave the ship to me.
We're all warmed up now!
This'll mop them up!
Now!
Everyone's safety takes top priority.
Suck on this!
Now!
Turn on the blossom!
We're on a roll now!
Fire the cuttings!
How do you like that?
That one gave us a hard time.
All right, guys, pile on him!
Turn on the blossom! Fire!
Nice! Rip him apart!
Where's the trail?
Das Lustige ist, Alter, es wirkt halt so lange, aber eigentlich sind es nur 3 Minuten jetzt mit dem ganzen Kampf.
Turn on the blossom!
The barrier's down! Get onto the island! We'll take this place back no matter what!
Land Battle Start. Nur 9? 8? Scheinbar ist zu lang gedauert, oder? Das Nervige ist, weil die Bitches im Boden sind, ey. Scheiß Drecksviecher.
Seems like a hard nut to crack.
Nicht wirklich.
We're nearing the end.
Gone with your filthy things. Puppet Griegr. Let's get this one.
How's this? How's this?
Shatter! To bits! Shatter! To bits! Shatter! To bits!
How's this?
Switch!
Hallo? Ah, jetzt.
That's a win for us.
The fools ran out of luck the second they stepped onto human turf.
Moral Level 8 von 10. Hardfire Tome, Wise Journal Belt, Rainbow Lamp, Crystal Shards, Crimson Manual Dance. Und wer steckt da drin? Die Frau! Why am I? I recognize this lady. She's an out-of-towner who was passing through Karnak. We saved her from some Griegr on the highway. She must be caught in the attack. Bad luck on her part, so much for whatever vacation she was on.
My name is Millette. I am a traveler, and nothing else. More pressingly, would you be so kind as to escort me somewhere safe at once? I can ill afford to fritter my time away in such a place as this.
Nah.
Can do. The ship has got important business to take care of. We can't just ferry you at your beck and call, besides we're short-handed as it is. And another thing was that high and mighty tone coming from after we went out of the way to rescue you. My apologies. It's a bit of, shall we say, inborn tendency of mine to foist my needs upon others. I do genuinely appreciate you taking the time to rescue me. Nevertheless, I have yet fully grasped the situation. Why did it just have to happen now of all times, just when I finally reached the town? You two seem pretty frazzled. Well, there's no blaming her for that. That's truly how you feel, and perhaps you should bring me elsewhere after all. I said no, and I ain't gonna say it a third time, understand? Long as you're aboard my ship, you're gonna make yourself useful. Find some course to do at the very least. You want to get out of Obelia Gulf, then you'll need to find a way to do that on your own. I understand. As I'm not accustomed to life at sea, I shall be relying on your good grace. Let us join the crew of the Sunrise. Defense geht hoch. Frigid glare. Akbar Island was accidentally captured.
Oh,
New letter? Mach mal da oben schneller. Also. Few letters. The title says seafaring for mana wheel. As could this be? You must have picked it up somewhere. An old book. That's all the letters checked. You know, Hukul is a really big huge help. We couldn't communicate long distance otherwise. That's true, it's things for easier for us. Yeah, fine, upstanding member of the Sunrise crew. Afterward, Adol and Karja give Hukul some snacks as a reward for his hard work. Your affinity with Hukul has increased. Okay, dann. Schluss für heute. Ich bedanke mich dann bei euch fürs Zuschauen. Bisschen strecken. Ich muss da nur schnell was machen. Und ich hoffe, wir sehen uns wieder in der nächsten Folge von NIS 10. Also ich hoffe, es reicht jetzt mit den Folgen, weil nach meinem Urlaub geht es dann weiter. Also vielleicht ist 1-2 Tage Pause dazwischen. Nur so als kurze Info, falls sowas sein sollte, für die, die es halt täglich schauen. Macht's gut und Servus.